everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about a confession, and this is actually true. How I have been doing meal planning backwards. Let's get started. And actually, one of my friends told me this. I had a discussion with one of my friends last week, and we were talking about how some families really do well on their groceries, and we were mentioning Jordan Page, and I know many of you know her. She has a fabulous YouTube channel, and she talks about how she meal plans. Well, she told me, and she compared myself to what she does and said, Dawn, what you do first is you go and you look through your cookbooks, which I do, and these are just a couple cookbooks, okay? And she said, before you even look to see what you have, you start picking out recipes. So you're doing it backwards. She said what you're supposed to do is really go through your refrigerator, freezer, and pantry, which I thought I was doing, but maybe I really wasn't, to be honest, is see how you can incorporate that into a recipe. And an example of some things that I didn't know what to do with, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with some of them. Some Catalina dressing, barbecue sauce. By the way, my daughter's using this on her veggie burgers. Some lingonberry, and it tastes like cranberry. It's delicious. One of you was sweet enough to send me this. A jar of jelly or preserves, and I'm going to be using this on chicken, by the way. Some leftover pizza sauce. I think I might be making a keto pizza with a cauliflower crust with this. Some ginger paste. Still not sure what to do with this, so let me know ideas on that one. And one of these, which expires in August. This is some semi-sweet chocolate, and I need to use this. These are things that have been around for a little while. They're not expired, and I need to use them. So a lot of times I just love to look up new recipes, and as you guys know, I put up a meal plan. But what ends up happening is sometimes I'll pick out a recipe and I don't end up making it, maybe because it's complicated or there's too many steps, and so I'll end up having those ingredients for a long time. Now the good thing is I really have gotten better about wasting food. Part of the reason for that is I don't buy as much produce and I don't buy it in bulk. And so I really work on buying what we can use. Now I do sometimes waste a little, but I really work on not wasting much. So that is a positive thing. But like I said, I love to pick out new recipes, which is wonderful. But I end up having all these leftover ingredients laying around the house, which is not good. And so I don't know if any of you guys struggle with that, but I'm going to start doing something about that now to see if I can save on my grocery budget. And so I wrote down some ideas for us to do. First of all, look to see what leftover ingredients you have. You might have a half a jar of something. And these are things that can end up getting thrown out. And I know that I'm guilty of it. For example, sometimes I'll have more than enough chicken or beef bouillon left over, and I hear some of you guys, we can freeze that and maybe even put it in ice cube trays and freeze it. I know some of you do that. But sometimes I'll have leftover of these types of things. So an example is this French dressing. I saw a recipe and I have the ingredients for it, and it calls for a whole bottle, but I don't need to use a whole bottle. I can take this bottle, some Lipton onion soup mix, and some cranberry sauce, and mix it together and put it on chicken and bacon. This barbecue sauce my daughter's using. This lingonberry sauce, I'm going to mix this with some nutmeg and put it on chicken. The pizza sauce, I'm going to make some type of pizza with this, either skillet pizza or keto pizza. Ginger paste, I don't know yet. Maybe you guys can give me some hints on that. And I think with this baker's fudge, I'm going to make some keto fudge. So I'm really needing to use more of my ingredients. For example, I have some other types of things in my what I call my baking bucket, and I'm not going through it quickly enough. And I'm going to really work on using what I have so that I don't keep buying more. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing is using that up, seeing all the things I can use up. Then number two, making simpler recipes and not feeling like I have to make something elaborate. Maybe sticking to less meal choices so that I'm not having to buy all these different ingredients, so that I can stick to a simpler meal plan. That's number two. Number three, simply buy less. And number four, if there's something that I'm not using and it's maybe been in my cupboard for a while, put it out on the counter. That would be a really good example of that. Or if it's in my refrigerator, put it in front of the refrigerator and make a note to myself, you must use this within the next 48 hours, and create a meal plan around that ingredient. those are some of my ideas of how I'm going to handle this and get better. I'll be back with you later on to let you know how I do. Before signing off, I'm going to do a quick shout out to a dear sweet lady that I'm just getting to know. Her YouTube channel is Practically Heidi. The reason I'm doing a shout out to her is she has been doing incredible recipes on depression era meals. And she did one with some oatmeal muffins that looked really good. Really sweet lady, and she's from Minnesota, where I'm from. And hey, anybody from Minnesota you know has to be wonderful. And she has one of my favorite names too. That's all for now. Tell me some of your meal planning tips below and let me know how you'd use this ginger paste. I want to hear from you. That's all for now. This is Money Mom signing off, and as always, I love you. Bye-bye.